We do a lot of stuff up here that's fun, but the next 10 or 15 minutes are going to be important. It really is just as easy to charter safe equipment as it is to charter a coach that really is underinsured, maybe underserviced. It's just as easy to always have the right equipment when you take your group out on the road. So join me for a brief seminar hosted by Peter Chandler with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. Come on, Peter.
Okay, good morning. Just a little bit about me professionally, I'll be real brief. I've actually worked for the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration for 27 years, a long time. And for the past 17 years, I've focused on the regulation of the bus industry. So this is a specialty for me. What I'm going to be talking about today is the case for safety. You should really be considering safety in your hiring decisions of bus companies. At FMCSA, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, what we do is we regulate the bus industry. We also regulate the trucking industry, but today, of course, I'll be focusing on buses. What you should do, the slogan is, look before you book. I'll be getting into this much more, but we have various informational resources you can use, a website, a smartphone app that you can research a bus company, research their safety history and their safety record before you hire them. I think many of us, most of us, have taken an airline to get here for this conference. The airline industry is much more regulated. They have much more the Federal Aviation Administration regulates the aviation industry. They have over 20 times more resources than we do. In the airline industry, pretty much if you pick any airline, you're pretty much okay. It's going to be safe transportation. One thing that you may not be aware of, over 90% of bus companies in the United States have less than 10 vehicles. So the bus industry is primarily an industry of small companies. The safety management from these companies and the quality of that safety management varies quite a bit from company to company. Okay, when you're traveling, of course, you have a budget for all the things you need, such as hotels, entertainment, but don't assume that all bus companies have the same safety management. Some things you should consider. Does the bus company that you're considering to hire, do they have operating authority and do they have adequate insurance? What is the company's safety rating? I'll be explaining that a little more. We have something called a safety measurement system. Do they have any warnings in their safety measurement system? You can check these things out. Again, briefly, our mission at FMCSA is to reduce crashes and injuries, and passengers are obviously our most precious cargo. At FMCSA, our compliance and enforcement program, we call it CSA. It stands for Compliance, Safety, and Accountability. Basically, we have a safety bar that all companies must reach to enter the industry. Companies must remain compliant to continue to operate in the industry, and we try to remove unsafe companies from the industry. When a bus company registers with us, they get something that's called a US DOT number. It's an identification number which identifies the company. We try to evaluate all bus companies in 7 different areas. We call them basics. They're basically safety evaluation areas, such as their accident register, their vehicle maintenance, their hours of service compliance, their driver fitness. 5 of these 7 areas are actually publicly viewable. If you see a triangle symbol, it's a yellow triangle symbol, and you'll see the third box from the left and the fourth box from the left. You'll see that triangle system. Each of the blocks represent one of the 7 basics, which are the safety evaluation areas. That yellow symbol, it's basically a warning symbol. It basically means that company has a below average performance in that safety area. So if you're considering hiring a bus company and you see these things, particularly if you see multiple of these warning signs, these should raise red flags in your mind, and you should be asking questions about this company, to this company, if you're considering hiring them. When we do an on-site investigation of a bus company, we issue what's called a safety rating. Currently, that rating stays the same until we do another investigation. And we've been doing this since the late 80s. When we issue a safety rating, there is one of 3 ratings. The highest rating is a satisfactory rating. It basically means they have no major regulatory compliance problems. If they get a conditional rating, it means there's some marginal non-compliance. And if they have an unsatisfactory safety rating, it means they do have some fairly significant safety compliance problems. If a company gets an unsatisfactory safety rating, they actually must improve that rating within 45 days or they're shut down. One thing that we're required to do as an agency, and this has been around for about a couple of years, Congress has mandated us to review every bus company's safety rating every 3 years. So we're seeing every company at least every 3 years and doing an on-site investigation of them. So what do you need to do? The motto is look before you book. Use our Safer Bus app or use our website to get safety and compliance information about a company that you're considering to hire. This is the front page of our website. I'm actually a substitute presenter today. My colleague was supposed to speak, but he could not be here today, so I'm speaking in his place. His suggested method for finding our website and doing what you need to do, I think is a little complex, so I'm going to simplify it a little bit. To go to our website and to research a bus company, basically, this is what I recommend. Go to Google. I'm sure almost all of us use Google all the time. To find my agency's website, Google these 3 words, Federal Motor Carrier. Federal Motor Carrier. The first thing that will pop up will be our agency website. So click on our agency website, and in the top right part of the homepage of the website, you'll see a search box. You can see it on the top there. In that box, type these 4 words, look before you book. The search will give you a list of things. That will take you to our look before you book page. From there, I think you can navigate from where you need to be, or find where you need to be. This is basically the bottom of the look before you book webpage. These are various ways you can get to the web page as well. So this is what the web page looks like of what you need to find. Our web page in which you can research a bus company, it's a little more versatile than our Safer Bus app. There's 2 main features of the web page. First is, if you have a bus company in mind, if you don't even have a company in mind, you can do the search by vehicle type. You'll be taken to another page. It will look like what it looks like on the right side. You can put in the type of vehicle you would like, be it a large bus, be it a limousine, be it a van. And you can put in either a zip code or a state, and you can get a list of service providers that are registered with us that are in that vicinity. On the search by company website, you can either put in the company name or the US DOT number. When you're searching for a specific bus company, it's best, if you can, to get that bus company's DOT number, because that specifically identifies that company. Many companies have similar names, so you might get confused and research the wrong company. Just something to keep in mind. When you get a list of service providers, you'll see a web page that looks like this. On the right side, the right column, you'll see a safety link. Each company will have a safety information link. If you click on that, you can get some basic safety information about that company. This is basically what it looks like. The first thing you should really research is ensuring that the company is licensed, meaning they have operating authority, and they're insured. There are some illegal operators out there, or companies that have their operating authority revoked and they continue to operate. Towards the center there, you'll see a circle. You'll see the carrier's safety rating, if they have a rating. Again, we're required to see them every 3 years. So our safety ratings are fairly current. And on the bottom, you'll see the 7 basics, and 5 of them are publicly viewable. And you can see that, there's one warning sign there. And that warning sign is actually in the vehicle maintenance category. So if you're considering hiring this company and you see something like that, you should probably be asking some questions of the company manager or the person, your contact person there at the company about their vehicle maintenance and ways, what are they doing? If you want to research the company's licensing and insurance a little more, this is the website this is the web page that you'll see. And our Safer Bus app. Our Safer Bus app is good if you have a bus company in mind and if you're on the fly and you want to research a bus company. If you don't have a bus company in mind, I would suggest using the website because the website has a better search feature. On our Safer Bus app, you need to have a bus company name or a US DOT number to research that bus company. So if you put in the company name or US DOT number, you'll see the 5 basics that are publicly viewable, and you'll see whether they're authorized to operate. If they're not authorized to operate, you'll see a warning sign that says, not allowed to operate, this carrier is not a licensed carrier. One thing there's a story I want to tell. My colleague and I, Shoshanga Clayton, we're participating in many of these marketplace sessions. And I was talking to a very nice lady during one of the sessions, and she said that, in my area, I had a long-term relationship with a bus company. They were great to work with. The service was good, they were polite, they were accommodating. I never really gave it much of any second thought whatsoever. But she said, I learned about your agency, and I learned about your informational resources, and I did some safety research on this company. And she said, I was shocked with what I found. Their safety management was relatively bad. She said, I stopped using the company, I found someone else. She said, I was putting my customers at risk, and I wasn't even aware of it. And she said, thank you so much. And I said, that's great. That's great to hear. That's exactly why we as an agency are here, and that's why I'm talking with you all today. That was a really great story for me to hear. So, in summary, this is my contact information. You can email me or call me, or you can email or call my colleague Shoshanga Clayton. In summary, just let me say, don't assume all bus companies have good safety management. Consider safety in your hiring decisions. Look before you book. Become an informed purchaser of transportation services. Use our informational resources. Go to our website. Use our Safer Bus app. We also have an exhibit booth here today. So if you want to talk to us sometime and you're not talking to us during one of the marketplace sessions, stop by. We're happy to talk with you. So, and lastly, I just have a video that I'd like to show you.
planning a bus trip, you choose a great destination and exciting activities. Your passengers look forward to a relaxing ride and an affordable travel option. But whether you're a travel planner or chartering a bus for sports activities, whether you're traveling by bus for a field trip or booking for a special group activity, planning your own road trip, or a weekend trip, passenger safety is the most important part of any trip. Luckily, it's fast and easy to learn more about bus safety online at FMCSA's Look Before You Book page. You'll find safety tips and information, convenient apps to research bus operators, and information on reporting safety violations. Online, you can search by bus company name or DOT number. And the Safer Bus mobile app lets you take this research on the road. Both tools let you check for legal bus operation and safety history, like company records, drug testing, and vehicle maintenance. Think safety first. Take a minute and look before you book your next trip. Have a great time and stay safe out there.